We have seen how any number in any base is converted into decimal number system. So in this video, we will see how a decimal number is converted into any base number system. So the method that is used for converting a decimal to any base number system is successive division method. The other name for successive division method is factorization method or double table method. Now, what is this factorization method or double table method or successive division method? It is nothing but you have to divide the decimal number continuously with base n, and the remainders are to be collected, and the first remainder you get is called as the LSB of that number. LSB is nothing but the least significant bit. What is LSB? Suppose if I write a binary number, let's say 1101, then the bit which has got the least weight associated with it is called as the least significant bit. So this bit has got the least power or least weight because it is of the weight 2 raised to 0. And the bit which has got the highest weight associated with it is called as the most significant bit. That is this bit because it has got the weight 2 raised to 3. Okay. Or in other words, we can say that the bit which occupies the leftmost portion is called as the MSB and the rightmost portion is called as the LSB. And this successive division has to be continued until you get the quotient as 0. Okay, so let's see. So decimal to any base, how you will convert the integer part to any base? You have to perform successive division, that is factorization or double table method, and by the base n. And how will you convert the fractional part of decimal number to any base? You have to perform successive multiplication by base n. Let's see. First, how will you convert 22.625 to the base 10 into binary number system? Since you have to convert into binary number system, what you have to do? You have to perform successive division of 22 by 2. Let's see how you will do that. Successive division, also called as factorization method, also called as double table method. So 22 is divided by 2. You will get the quotient 11 with the remainder 0. So this becomes your LSB. This becomes your rightmost bit of your binary number. So let's see 0. Then again you have to perform division with 2 because you have to perform this division until you get the quotient as 0. Let's see 11 divided by 2. So you get the quotient 5 with remainder 1. 5 divided by 2, you will get the quotient 2 with remainder 1. 2 divided by 2, you will get the quotient 1 with remainder as 0. And 1 divided by 2, you will get the quotient 0 with remainder as 1. So when you get the quotient as 0, you can stop the successive division and take the remainders in the reverse order. And so the answer will be 10110. So 22 to the base 10 is 10110 to the base 2. Okay, so now you got the binary equivalent of 22. Now we need to calculate how 0.625 is converted into binary 2. So there you have to perform successive multiplication with base 2. So let's see. Here 0.625 into 2, which will give you 1.25. So you have to keep 1 there and then take the 0.25 part. 0.25 into 2 will yield you 0.5. Then you have to take the 0.5 part. So 0.5 into 2 will give you 1.0. So now you got 0.0. 0.0 into 2, it is 0.0. Now you have to take the digits in the order they arrive. So here it is 0.1010. So 0.625 is 0.1010 to the base 2. Okay, so this is how the conversion is done. Let's see how you will convert 34.359 to the base 10 to the base 8. So since base is 8, you have to perform successive division by 8 for the integer part and successive multiplication of 8 for the fractional part. So let's see how you will convert 34 to the base 8. Perform 34 divided by 8. So it is quotient 4 with remainder 2, and divide 4 with 8, you will get quotient 0 with remainder 4. So you got the quotient 0, you have to stop there and then take the remainders in the reverse order. So this becomes your MSB and this becomes your LSB. So 34 to the base 10 is 42 to the base 8. And how about converting 0.359 to base 8? Perform successive multiplication with 8. So 0.359 into 8 will give you 2.872. Keep 2 there. Multiply 0.872 into 8. It will give you 6.976. And then you have to take 0.976 into 8. It will give you 7.808. And you can go on continuing multiplication to get more precision. But we are going to stop here with 3 precisions or 4 precisions. Maximum 4 precisions is enough. Okay, so I'm stopping here. So the 0.359 is nothing but 0.267 to the base 8. So in total, 34.359 is 42.267 to the base 8. Now let's see an example of how you will convert a decimal number to hexadecimal number. So since it is hexadecimal, it is base is 16. Perform factorization with 16. Now the 1441 has to be factorized or doubled with 16. So 1441 divided by 16, it is 90 with 90 is quotient with remainder 1. 90 divided by 16, the quotient is 5 with remainder 10. And we know that there is no 10 for hexadecimal number system. It is represented as A. So write it as A, not 10. Again, 5 divided by 16, the quotient is 0 with remainder 5. So you got the quotient 0, you are stopping there and then take the remainders in the reverse order. So 5A1 is the hexadecimal equivalent of 1441. Now how will you convert 0.2852? Perform successive multiplication with 16. So 0.2852 into 16 is 4.5632. Then keep 4 there. Take 0.5632. So 0.5632 into 16 is 9.0112. Then take 0.0112 multiplied with 16 is equal to 0.1792. So since I got 3 precision points, I am stopping here. So the result is 0.490 to the base 16. So total result is 5A1.490 to the base 16. Now how will you find out the equivalent of 71.5625 in base 4 system? Perform successive division of 71 with 4. So 71 divided by 4 is 17 with remainder 3. And then 17 divided by 4, it is quotient 4 with remainder 1. 4 divided by 4, quotient 1 with remainder 0. And 1 divided by 4, you got the quotient 0 with remainder 1. Taking it in the reverse order, it is 1013 to the base 4. And then 0.5625, you have to perform successive multiplication with 4. So 0.5625 into 4, it is 2.25. 0.25 into 4, it is 1.0. 0.0 into 4, it is 0.0. So 71.5625 to the base 10 is equal to 1013.210 to the base 4. Okay. So I hope now you're clear with how to convert a number in decimal number system to any number system. So if you want to convert a number in decimal number system to any number system, you have to perform successive division by that base for the integer part and successive multiplication with the base for the fractional part. Okay. So let's do some examples here. So I will give you a tip for converting or the remind or I will tell you a tip for remembering the rules for converting a numbers to decimal system as well as from decimal system to any other number system. That is, assume that decimal number system is the biggest number system. So if you want to convert any other number system, which we are assuming as a small number system to decimal number system, you have to perform multiplying that number system with its powers of that base. That is, if you want to convert binary to decimal, you have to multiply with powers of 2 and then add up the products. If you want to convert hexadecimal to decimal, you have to multiply with powers of 16 and then add up the products. If you want to convert a base 4 to decimal, multiply with powers of 4 and then add up the products. Base 3 to decimal, multiply the digits with powers of 3 and then add up the products. Okay, so any base to decimal, remember, keep in mind, you have to multiply with powers of the base and then add up the product. Now, the reverse process, that is how you will convert a biggest decimal number to smallest number. That is, if you want to make a biggest number to small number, then you have to go on performing division, isn't it? So, decimal number to any other number system, you have to perform successive division for the integer part as well as successive multiplication for the fractional part. Okay, hope that is clear. So, first one, you have to perform decimal to binary, biggest to smallest. So factorize with 2. Here biggest base 10 to 8. So factorize with 8. 7 to 10, that is smallest to highest. So multiply with powers of 10 and add up the products. 10 to 4, factorize with 4. 10 to 8, factorize with 8. 10 to 16, factorize with 16. Here 16 to 10, smallest to biggest. So multiply with powers of 16. Here binary to decimal, smallest to biggest. So multiply with powers of 2. Here 8 to decimal. So multiply with powers of 8. So that's all for today. Thank you.